adjust and then say, well, for certain people, we're not going to cover you.
Well, yeah, I mean, that's the sad truth of it all, but you got to remember what this is an agreement, a contract that's transferring your risk over to an insurance company. So the insurance company is saying, okay, well, we need to feel comfortable with you before we're going to be okay with you transferring all of your risk to us. And that's why they have that further level of scrutiny.
And then over a certain period of time, if I am a convicted felon, you do charge me a little extra more.
Actually, it's not that I don't believe there's any surcharges. I just think it's more of an eligibility issue.
Okay. Well, but is there, if there was, eligibility-wise, would over the course of 3 years or 5 years, they say, okay, well, it looks like you've done well over X amount of time. Now we'll say that we will cover you.
Yeah, I mean, certainly there was a time constraint on how long they're really curious of those convictions or different instances in your life. So, if you've gone well beyond that, then it's not really that pertinent to the here and now.
How often in eligibility do you actually have to say to somebody, no, we won't have coverage for you?
Not all that often. I'll be honest. In my 13 years, I've not had the felony question answered yes yet. So that's just not happened. But I have on many cases
had all of them. I've seen who you insure.
Well, see, we don't do criminal background checks like a motor vehicle report. So yes, we may find that you're forgetful of your conviction a few years ago. But we have come across many folks who've had a bankruptcy, a judgment, a lien. Most commonly, the bankruptcy would be due to something as simple as just a divorce, which could be a financial turmoil for both parties. So, and all it is, again, is just additional scrutiny, but I've never seen it prohibit the issuance of a policy.
Now, if you and I own a vehicle together, and you and I insure it together because we don't own it, and you have to have full coverage on it, and then I walk away from our partnership, do I still have to be responsible? Or can I say I want to drop my part of the car and the insurance, or that doesn't work like that? I'm in it.
It doesn't work. Yeah, it doesn't work like that necessarily. So if you have joint ownership of a vehicle and you have it insured, you are an insurable interest and insurable party in the contract. Whether you decide to walk away or not, whether you decide to stop making your portion of the payments or not, you still are on the registration of the vehicle. You are still on the lien information for the vehicle. You are still an insurable interest, so you would still remain on the policy whether you want to be or not.
Okay, so you go and crash our joint car, but you and I are not in a partnership any longer. Now, is that going to come back to me when I go to try to get insurance for another vehicle that I'm getting? And I say, well, I didn't want to be part of that car anymore. I didn't want to be a part of that person's life anymore, so I've moved on.
So the beauty of that could be as simple as you weren't driving. Typically something even as simple as parents with children, the Johnny, when he's 17, racks up a car pretty well. Now Johnny's 21 and he's out of college and living somewhere else, and mom and dad are looking for insurance, and it's still within that time frame of, wow, that was quite an accident. Oh, Johnny doesn't live with us anymore. He lives over there. Oh, okay. Well, that definitely plays a role, and you don't get as surcharged. You don't get as penalized.
Interesting. So. All right.
Yep. Well, you're just throwing me a bunch of curveballs.
I just, it's the old, the brain just starts thinking about unusual scenarios, and I do take some actual real-life things that I experience and go, how can I present this where I'm not just saying, so my son and my girlfriend and my wife and my, you know what I mean?
Asking for a friend.
Yeah, hypothetically speaking. But because, you are my insurance agent. So as much as I enjoy the conversation.
Very uncomfortable on Wednesday mornings when you ask these questions.
This used to be a lot easier when you weren't. I'd be like, so I crashed this car over the weekend, man.
I'm like, that's awesome, dude. Who are you with? Not me.
Not me.
Yep.
Not it, Tag. If you would like to have Mr. Barrett as your insurer, he does a fabulous job for myself and everybody in my family. I've been with you for some time now, and I appreciate everything you do for us. Barrett can look over your policy and tell you where you can save money, where you should be actually investing more into if something should occur. You can call Mike Barrett at
748-5224. Kim, Anita, Jen, and myself, happy to hear from you. Plus, we got my nephew Patrick. We suckered him into working for us.
Your nephew. We were wondering how he tied in. Nephew. Yeah. And I asked for that job, too, Mike.
Yeah, you're not blood, dude. So, My dapper little, he's not little, he's what, 6'4"?
Yeah, no,
he's my sister's oldest. Yeah, he's between his junior and senior in college, and because of the way school is going with COVID, we're going to have him till December, so we're pretty excited about that. He's a great helper.
It's my sister's kid, man. I got to employ him.
Family obligations, brother.
I know.
So you can find us on Portland Street in St. Johnsbury. Give us a call at 748-5224. We are online where you can get a free home or auto quote at BarrettAgency.com. And then Google, Facebook, and YouTube's just Barrett Insurance Agency.
For real. Is he insured by you?
For real. He's my nephew. Do you think he's not?
I'm just...
When he turned 16, I told my sister thank you because that's how we're funding our Christmas party this year.
I'll talk to you next Wednesday, Mike.
Have a great week.
Bye.